What? Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Gralmurian podcast, the podcast where we don't have a plan and we also missed an entire week last week. I swear, guys, we are a bi-weekly podcast. Don't
May.
min-
So
So-
wait, are we just gonna talk about some random subject then?
Ben, yes, this is the same drill we did like a month ago, I think.
It was 2 weeks ago. It wasn't
Wait, it
that
was.
long, guys.
It was.
The last time we did this was literally a week ago.
2 weeks? I thought it was 2 months.
Oh my god. It was in the same month.
Oh well, my bad.
Like,
We did
I
something-
understand
we did
Sean
something
doesn't
that
have
month?
a concept of time, but like, I understand Sean that Ben somehow forgot everything. Okay, so what race shall we talk about today?
How about we talk about the Neb and the new planet that me and you made loose? I'm sure people would like to hear about that.
Not
Sean,
the
your vote?
Neb. Let's do Liice.
Hmm.
Kind of a bit of a pickle, aren't you, Luce?
I think doing the she would be funny though.
We can't have a three-way tie.
Looks like we're split down the middle.
Shut the fuck up.
Well,
Hey,
I guess the podcast can go on. Let's hop into Minecraft.
No. Hey, mysterious individual who is here, make your vote. You have the Neb, the Lice, and the Sheen. Well, what do you choose? Alright, I suppose we are doing the Lice. They have answered.
That's kind of gay, not gonna lie.
I mean, they are pretty gay.
The lice? Are we talking about the lice that's like in your hair?
Oh, like... No! We're talking about the species. So,
Yeah, the species of like a flea or something that's in your hair.
then I will actually eat you alive.
Or
Huh? Anyway, so... so who wants to read the podcast guideline to me, I suppose?
You.
You know, I'm usually the
Obviously.
host, but...
crap. Ben can't read, so I guess I have to do this.
I mean, he's not lying.
yeah.
Well,
Ben passed school and graduated without the ability to read.
I'm illiterate.
Yeah.
oh Christ. All right. So, starting off the guideline. What is this race's name and their description?
Well, their name is the Lice. Description: they are sapienoid, like tall. By tall, I mean actually pretty short, below average for tall.
Just remember that remember like each individual races represent us, so it's okay, Luce. You'll get there someday.
I don't care.
You'll get up to my level at some point. It's
Oh my
alright.
god.
Yes,
All
both
right.
me and Ben are 6 foot.
They thrive in the desert, and they they have usually multicolored hair. No, usually a bit faded, so it actually fits them with their white skin. And they also have fangs and red/purple eyes. Yep.
If you ever read Homestuck, congratulations, you have heard the lies without even knowing it.
What does that have to do with anything with Homestuck, man?
Didn't you make him like?
We're just he's just saying that because you're a fan of Homestuck. That's it.
Yeah, they have nothing to do with Homestuck at all.
Oh, I thought they were.
No.
I thought they were like similar to
Anyway.
like Control or something.
This next question is already been answered. Who is it based off of?
Me.
Next question. This one you'll be able to answer really well. There's stats and stat block.
Alright, I will pull up the document. As usual, I will link in the description. Nice. Well, the Lice is a sapienoid creature, usually with white skin, purple eyes, whatever. Alright, they are an average of 5 to 6 foot tall, around 113 pounds on average. Their creature type is humanoid. Their adulthood around 26, have lived till they're 120. Your size is medium. Your speed is 30 feet. You gain Common in Liice. And Liice is a language filled with hisses and growls, which is the main tactic used to not let enemies know what they're actually saying. And while to outsiders this form of speech may seem brutish and rude, to the Liice it's actually nice and formal to talk this way. In Common is only used if someone doesn't know Liice. So if you're ever in a Liice society, or I guess city,
Society.
you might want to know Liice.
Society.
Ability score improvement. Your wisdom, intelligence, and charisma increase by 1. The Liice are both naturally intelligent and able to adapt quickly, though tending towards mystical means. They gain Desert Thriver. Due to your long-standing history of living in deserts and their radiant mines, you've come to adapt well to them, gaining resistance to either fire, cold, psychic, or radiant damage. Additionally, you are adept at surviving in desert environments, as listed on some random page in the Dungeon Master's guidebook, I think. Probably somewhere. You gain the Sun's Bloody Curse. You gain a bite attack which you are proficient in. This attack does 1d4 piercing damage and has the finesse property. You may additionally drink blood with your fangs, which allows you to satiate your need for food or drink. Food and drink, however, cannot satiate your need for blood. The Moon's Dark Blessing. The power of the sun blesses you greatly, allowing the darkest of places to alight in your sight. However, her power is too great to handle on its own, forcing you to sneeze whenever the light touches your eyes. You gain sunlight sensitivity and dark vision. And finally, the Dual Mind. You have advantage on all intelligence, wisdom, and charisma saving throws against magic, or just mystical art of any kind, depending on the setting you're using. Additionally, you may play 2 characters. Whenever one sleeps, the other one awakens. And you can choose for them to have the same stats and class or go completely different. They go by different names, they have a different backstory. They're randomly 2 different people, because they are. Because, fun fact, the Liice are 2 people in one body. Every single one. That's why their name is spelled with 2 I's instead of 1. Fun fact. Anyway.
Also differentiate them from the hair pests.
The what?
To differentiate them from the hair pests.
The hair pest. Yeah. I guess it's time for my favorite part of the show, the random question one-shot. But I'm not going to be answering or asking the question this time. Do either of you 2 or the third mysterious person have a
I will
question for me?
ask it.
Oh,
I
no.
will
Ben,
ask it.
ask, what is your question about the species known as the lice?
What type of pizza would a lice would like?
Pineapple.
Like if they were
No.
if
No.
like if they were to walk up to like a Papa John's or something, and if they were like or like a type of pizza, what type of pizza would they get?
They get a Caesar salad.
Either one of 2 types. I know, very funny. 2, haha. 1, it's just a normal pizza, any kind, but instead of pasta sauce, it's blood. Or 2, it's a normal pizza, but it has pepperonis.
But it
Fresh,
actually is
fresh
normal.
pepperonis.
I like
Bloody
how you
fresh.
compare like one of them just being like the blood of some random employee and just an average normal pizza.
Well, no. They don't drink their own blood of their own species. I mean, they can to survive, but like there's like a whole chart, a light chart at the very bottom. They don't taste very good. I think.
Yes, we made a whole chart analyzing
I-
which races are nice to eat.
Yeah, I would have to go. Well, not eat. Just suck the blood of. I would have to go find it because I don't have it on me right now. I know the light chart almost the bottom. The Benjamin are obviously at the bottom because if they do that,
What would a
they
Benjamin
die.
taste like?
Nope.
Would they just like taste like a
You
chicken?
see, well, you see, it tastes awesome, and then you start turning into the Hulk.
I mean, it is one of the ways that they reproduce, so I'll give you that.
You see,
All right.
you get at the very least, you get a nice last meal when you eat one of the Benjamin's meat.
Oh, I found actually the Benjamin meat or the Benjamin blood is actually S tier. It tastes so good, like the meat. Sadly though, you may only try it once before well, you know.
I mean,
Yeah.
hey, nice last meal, am I right?
Yeah.
We have the meats.
So that's one.
Sean, that's you.
Oh yeah, that's me. I forgot. I'm the one running the show today. Anyway.
Semi-host.
Yeah, I am the now semi-host. All right. What is their education system like?
They don't have one. Well, they kind of have one. It's like they train whenever they escape their purgatory of a hellscape that is Liice puberty.
Where most of them die.
Yeah. We'll talk about that later, don't worry.
It's like turtle eggs.
Oh god, yeah. So whenever they escape that, they are taught like basic fundamentals and shit, like 3rd grade, maybe 5th grade at best, type stuff. So
Fifth grade is
obviously
the high class stuff.
yeah. So obviously dumbed down for medieval times and stuff. However, after that, it's kind of just like you can train or do whatever you want. You want to become the best swordsman in all of existence? Then boom, you fucking do that. You want to go learn that magic? You go to a magic college or mythical art school.
You want to
if
be a
you have one.
professional hobo?
I mean, you can do that if you want.
Is there like colleges for prostitution or
What?
prostitution?
What?
All I got from that was a professional hoe.
Hobo.
I said hobo.
Oh,
Hobo.
and then you said like hoe, like a
Hobo.
prostitute.
Oh my
No,
God.
Ben, no.
Alright.
Like a professional hoe.
Alright, no, that's a chance. Anyway, that's one.
I regret inviting Ben to be a co-host.
Minute the ho-host. Anyway.
Shut up.
Anyway, moving on.
That is his title from now on. See, Liice is the host. I am the co-host. Ben is the ho-host.
And then we have the mystery
Yeah, I'm
host.
Santa Claus.
Sure, that's what that means.
Ho ho ho! Merry Christmas.
Anyway, continue, Sean.
Alright. What is their family unit like? AKA, what is their hell like?
Well, the nuclear family, you could say, is on average, about counting bodies, 2 to 3,
Yeah,
sometimes
yeah.
4 parents, all in one
Okay,
house.
Okay. Out of context, counting bodies.
Yeah, a bit like just 2.
Yeah,
So,
I know what you mean.
so around 2 to 4 parents. So basically 8 parents at maximum, 4 at minimum. Sometimes they have less of them because of external factors. And around 13, so 26 kids. No, one that survive at the very least.
Hmm.
Because I'll see, it's not really on the list, so I might hold up until now. So whenever a Liice is born, they hatch from eggs, and there's like 50 or so just worms, just actual like worm-like beings all in one egg. They all hatch at the same time, and about half of those die upon hatching. And then they have 13 years of puberty, in which well, they might just randomly fucking die. Puberty is very intense for them. No one knows why, but it's probably due to the fact that they're very closely attuned with magic and psionics. Not only is magic just obliterating, and psionics are very stressful on the mind, but the two of them combined, well, it's almost brain splitting apart, you could say. I mean, there's probably something else I could have said there that would have sounded better, but you get the point. So, up until the age of 13, you can just randomly die. So due to that, children don't really exist, nor are they given names. They're given names at 13. By the way, yes, Ben, that's the reference of the Homestuck. They're given names at 13.
There's the reference.
Yeah, no one reference.
There's the reference.
But yeah, so until then, They're not given a name. They're just numbered. Because, they could just randomly die. So no point in getting attached. Anyway. Next up.
They only get attached when they're 13, and by then, you probably ain't gonna get the child to be attached to you, most likely.
I don't know. I mean, it's more so just. We should probably move to the next one. Well, no, that's okay, never mind. Okay, I guess this is still family unit thing. So, it's more so kind of just like, until their age, you give them enough to survive, but you don't really take care of them, and after that, they're effectively just like, a person that you take care of, until they
Yeah.
get 26, which is like their maturity age. So it's just a lot of they all have they're probably their own individual rooms, even the parents, of just isolation, and they can do whatever they want there. Which also adds to the whole whenever you complete the minimum requirements for education, you can just do whatever the fuck you want, and they don't really leave much. Like the most a Liice parent and a Liice child are gonna meet are probably in the hallways of their house or if they cook dinner, which is not always a given. Sometimes they do it on their own.
They have to eat the lice in their hair.
They don't. The Liice are canonically immune to actual lice. But
They eat the lice like little raisins.
well, it's like black people, That sounds really racist out of context, but
Liice,
so
we are corrupting you.
no, I meant actually genuinely black people are actually more they're not completely immune, but they are resistant to lice. In real life stuff. I don't know the specifics of why, but probably something along I'll look it up right now.
Pause the podcast. Our host is looking something up.
Well, we don't need to pause it. We can just look it up right now.
Yeah, no. I'm saying that for effect.
Man, what an unexpected turn.
Okay, yeah. The hair is shaped differently compared to white people and stuff, which makes it so that the lights can't attack Han or I guess just create society in their head.
Society.
I don't know how to call
Society.
real life life stuff. They just exist and vibe in
The
your
Joker
hair.
movie.
I kind
But
of like
all
the
the actors are
society.
lice.
The society.
Whenever you get alright, obviously they still get it. This is not as likely. But whenever you get lice out of your hair, you're committing genocide. Anyway.
I think that's a genocide we are all happy with.
Yeah, but let's move on. I think
Like wasps.
I think
Those things need to die.
I think literally everything I have said in the last 5 minutes without context could probably get me canceled.
Yes.
Everything that you say, Sean, could get you canceled, even in context. But
Yeah,
anyway,
which is why I am doing my damnedest to censor myself on this podcast.
oh no,
Censor.
Sean, you're not
God.
helping your situation.
Yeah,
I might
you're
be
not
only.
helping your situation, man.
Maybe
Might as well just go for the next one before this whole situation gets way worse.
I find it so funny. We have a centrist Ben, whatever the fuck
Okay,
I
now let's not
am,
bring politics in this podcast.
and then Sean. Everyone is completely different here. And then our mystery
Yes.
person who is unknown, even in the political sphere. Probably a good thing. Anyway, let's
Yes.
actually continue.
Yes. We'll get to politics later when we actually get to that question. All right. Next, religious beliefs.
The sun and the moon are the goddess twins. Hallucinatory. Yes. You can. I feel like you know where the reference came from. So,
Yeah.
both are good, but both are evil. It's like a yin and yang, but more so they're both pretty similar. just also it's like anyway. It's like yin and yang. It's like one's evil but slightly good, and one's good but slightly evil. No, it's just like they're both good but just slightly evil, you could say, or both evil and slightly good. Depends on how you look at it, you know. But anyway, the Liice are. They don't necessarily. Like, there are some among them who are heavily religious, but like a large majority are just like, yeah, that's just the thing about life. That's just a fact. No reason to really worship them that much. So they don't really they don't have that many churches. So it's just
All right, time for random question one shot V2. This time I will ask the question.
Oh,
And
no.
they crip walk.
What is the Liice's favorite fast food?
Aside from blood, hot sauce. Just on any type of chips. Hot sauce chips. They like hot food.
I can tell. They live in a desert.
Also,
They
you
worship
said
the
fast.
sun.
You
Yes, I
said
said fast
fast food. My
Yes.
brain heard snack food. In that case, chicken wings or like boneless
yeah.
wings.
Yeah. I was gonna say something, but then you corrected yourself.
Yeah. So, boneless wings with lots of sauce, both blood and hot sauce.
Well, we got two answers for one. Let's move
Yeah,
on.
me too.
Economy and currency.
Okay, so Liice economy and currency. Well, they have money. They value copper and bronze metals above all else because in the desert those types of metals are extremely rare, whereas gold and silver are quite plentiful there. So effectively, just flip the normal stuff on its head. So it's just gold is basically useless. Silver is still basic bits and copper at the top, for average fantasy bullshit. But aside from that, actually, I know they had. Wait, look. My search not working.
Your internet is dying.
So the KGB is stealing your internet, Liice. You gotta fight them off.
No. It's not the KGB. It's the NKVD.
All
With
right.
that being,
So, their currency specifically is kets in brass. The ket is the lower, and the brass is the higher. One ket is equal to effectively, like if you're doing basic shit, 1 silver, whereas a brass is equal to 13 kets, or 1 gold and 3 silver, if average stuff. So, kets and brass. But in actuality, the money and everything, it doesn't actually fucking matter, because a lot of it is just you get money like from doing your job, but your job is very loose on what it actually is. Just as long as you do something, like you could be a writer and you never have to publish. Just as long as you write something and you're doing something, I guess you get paid for it. Usually though, it'd be preferable if you do. But a lot of like society is just so imagine the socialism, but if it was like actually social and not all like socialism.
Socialism. Socialism, but taken literally.
Basically, the rich people are the people who have a lot of friends and people who like them. Like, if you're Jeff Bezos, you're like the poorest man because everyone fucking hates you, as they should. But like, if you're like, I don't know, like fucking can I Reeves, I think, or so like
Keanu.
Keanu Reeves.
yeah, whatever. If you're like some wholesome person and you have a lot of people liking you, like Bob Ross, you're probably gonna be very, like, I guess, quote unquote, rich, you could say. Because, like, a lot of their things, they don't have it in jail. It's just, you just try to get out of it with the money, but it's just, you just get sometimes, The more
so
friends you
the
have, the
man,
more
but
people
the
are willing
Mets,
to get you out.
the Mets.
Oh, sorry.
Anyway,
What the fuck does the Mets have to do anything with this, Sean?
the Mets, they have to do with everything.
Okay. Anyway,
Well, anyway,
So
my pizza is here. So, host, you might want to take back over.
nope. Hey Ben.
Well, first of all, common job types. I won't get to listen to this, but you guys will.
So before
Well,
we continue with the social thing, it's basically just a literal society of just popularity contest.
I suppose, but
Where
yeah,
the more popular they are, the more rich they get.
I know. But if it's like actual popularity instead of just like, you know, the bullshit that's like middle school, just drama. It's more than just like you have actual friends who actually care about you, meaning you're actually more valuable than them. Than them. Well, valuable is a bad word. You get the point.
I guess I can. Anyways, yeah, common job. So apparently, I'm taking over the wheel of this airplane. Apparently,
So airplane. Common job types. Anything. As I said, they're very, I guess, diverse. So not really too picky on what they have jobs for or stuff like that. I think that's kind of already explained.
all right, now, all right. I guess we'll just move on to the next thing, which is I do not know because I do not know where the list is.
It depends, Ben. It depends.
Oh, okay. Give me a sec. Okay, there we go. Found it. Government and leadership.
All right. I don't know how I'll wait for Sean to get back. I don't know like this, but also might take too long. Let me check something. Okay, we're messaging me. Okay. So the Liice have two things. They have a bath. Let me look. Oh fuck. I'll just search the other one then.
Like, we're trying to look up.
All right. So the actual name. They have a Basilica and a Baroness. So the Basilica is the like the one who rules over like the people, society. They make kind of like the more cultural like laws and stuff. They regulate the economy and they also help in public relations with other nations and other states. Whereas the Baroness is the military leader. They rule the army. They also control most of they're like the enforcement of the laws. They do have a little bit of say in the laws as well. Like the quote unquote, I guess you could say the police force. I'm very sorry. That pun is terrible.
You're off this podcast.
You can't kick me.
We made it
Created this
one rule
podcast.
that we made it where we can't make any puns on this podcast, and you broke that one rule.
Well, then everyone would be banned so far. Anyway,
I did not make a pun on my race.
there was no pun law. You're not the Baroness. I am. I get to make the laws. Anyway.
My body, my rules. Get off my podcast.
Not even okay. They also help in public relations, but more so the military type. Like, the Basilisk will be like, "Hey, Sheen, can you not go to war with the with the Aldidium? That's not very gamer of you." And if the Sheen are like, "No, we will." Well, the Baroness will come in and be like, "Oh yeah, well then I'll have to stop you."
It's boom.
Yeah, they also do a few other things, but they're also elected via vote. I guess you could say elective monarchy in a way, where whenever the rulers die or just stop ruling for whatever reason, you vote, the entire place votes for who they want to be next one, and it can be literally fucking anyone.
Summon the elector counts. Sorry, that
don't-
government just reminded me of fantasy. I'm not gonna say the name though.
Yeah, so the more
For those who get that reference, I love you.
Yeah, the thing that we're not allowed to mention the copyright. But if you so basically it's one of the things, the more popular you are, the more likely you're going to become the Basilisk or Baroness. Typically also it's usually one body, two life as well. I think the current one.
I'm back.
Oh, hello. You're talking about the government and leadership. The
Alright,
current
nice,
one
nice.
is also one of those where, I'll be honest, don't remember the name, but one is the Baroness, and then their body partner is the Basilisk as well. But yeah, so that's the government leadership effectively. What next?
Ah, yes, I guess it's my job now again.
I don't know, what type of environments do they live in?
Then
Screw
you
you,
can't
Sean.
read. What type of environments do the lice live in?
I may say that, but I literally read out the government thing.
Desert. Nice.
Desert.
Anyway, time to move on.
Well,
to random...
we didn't do the homeworld as well. Homeworld, it effectively just a massive goddamn desert with like water underneath the ground, kind of like Tatooine, and it has flowing lava on the top. Like they have lava lakes or rivers.
Moisture farmer's popular job.
But yeah, anyway, that's dumb.
Alright, random question V3.
You forgot one shot. Yeah, one hit. Well, who will ask it this time?
I will.
I did it last time, so Ben, you do it.
Candlelight Crypt Walk.
Crib walk?
Yeah. Candlelight Crypt Walk.
Well, what is that supposed to mean?
What,
I'm
a
gonna be
crypt
honest,
walk?
I actually don't know.
Give me a second, I'll show you what a crypt walk is.
Ben, I swear to God, if you show me something cursed, I will go to your house. I won't do anything. I'll just go over to your house.
You know, I'm very tempted to doing that, but just for the context for Liice, I ain't gonna do it.
Oh,
This is a crypt walk.
so it's just can't
Yeah.
walk?
Yeah, can they crypt walk?
I mean, some of them can if they train for it. Some of them even become some one they're gonna have a master's degree in hip hop.
Yeah, they're gonna have no.
Become the
They're gonna
next
have
Michael Jackson.
they're gonna have like a master's degree specifically in crypt walking.
Oh god.
They are a professional at crypt walking.
Yeah. I guess next up.
I
Sorry.
don't know what's her. I don't know
I'm
what's her
eating
view on
pizza.
Adventure.
What are their views on adventures?
I should probably actually rename it because it must be Inventors. And I just now noticed it was spelled wrong. Anyway, Inventors, well, highly encouraged. It also happens probably a lot due to the fact that how they're very, I guess, they like exploring and, as you would say, in a way, fighting monsters and stuff. It's like, fun. It's just hobbies. Just going on a casual hiking and slaying like some abomination from like the third realm beyond your comprehension. Mortal being, just casual stuff.
So it's basically like going on hunting. It's like a hobby.
Yeah, but also you probably never returned for like 10 years. And then you come back and then you're kind of just like, oh hey, welcome back, bro.
I
Hey
brought
guys,
the
welcome
milk that
back.
it spoiled 6 years ago.
Yeah.
Oh Jim, I haven't seen you in like 10 years. What are we doing? Oh, I was fighting off like a chaos demon within like the
Yeah.
6 rings of hell.
Yeah.
So you see, I went to hell, I died again in hell, went down about a couple rings, and then I fought my way back up, killed Satan, and now I'm here with the milk.
With the milk. You went off the grocery store.
Anyway, their view on other species. Answer that.
Most of them they're pretty chill with. They try to be just like, good and they like to be just, I guess, on good terms and everything. The only one they don't is the elves because let's just say they don't like slavery very much. Not very gamer of them.
on top of the other
Is it
species
just because of
minus the
like
elves.
morality or
Like when
economically?
okay, no, I'll Ben ask the question again. I'm pretty sure I talked over you.
Yeah.
Is it like morally they don't like slavery, or is it like economically? Like, nah, I don't think the slavery thing is really gonna help out as
Well,
much.
they were enslaved by the elves. They also hate elves and the burning passion. And let's just say, you know, slavery is the only crime that the Liice will have capital punishment for, and they will actually. It is also one of the few things they will start a war over with another nation if they see it happening, just to a major extent. Like if it's like minor, maybe they might let it slide, but it's still really pushing it. If it's like major, oh, you're gonna get your ass whooped.
Okay.
Yeah.
What does the Liice define as slavery? Like actual slavery, or like prisoner forced labor, or
Imprisonment is like kind of viewed as a minor form of slavery, which is why they don't have prisons themselves. It would also just be really hard to regulate, because they have two people in one body. If one commits a crime, how do you handle the other person? But so they have two reasons for not having prisons. But they'll let prisoning imprisonment slide. That's still a little awkward, but maybe. But like really, generally anything that's forced upon, like a large group of people, not very gamer.
So basically, it's just more towards morally.
What I'm saying is, yeah, man, that's just morally. What I'm saying is, let's just say, what penal camps? What was this? What was this thing
Penal
that Sheen
colonies?
had?
the penal regiments, or whatever.
Yeah, those they heavily disagree with that.
We'll talk
So
about those more in the Sheen episode.
Yeah, let's just say if the Lights figure out the Sheen are doing that, not very gamer for the Sheen. Anyway,
I mean, hey, our worst criminals. We have to deal
Yeah.
with them somehow, and
Yeah.
forced labor isn't harsh enough.
yeah. So,
Oh yeah, one last thing about the other species. If two other species that the Lice are friendly with were like beefing and like clashing with each other, would the Lice mediate their conflict?
yeah, we talked about that earlier with I think, fucking leadership and stuff. They try to like mediate as much as possible, and if they have to, they will actually step in and try to prevent a war with their own army.
All right, let's move on. Famous tales or folk stories.
Oh, there are quite a few, I guess you could say.
Big guy, tell you.
Hmm. They do have one about a legendary, like fucking words are hard. A legendary figure by the name of Imolith, who traveled the stars, who was a person who just liked to explore and less so to set maps and for money, more so just because, well, exploring for the sake of doing it through the cosmos, through spell jamming means. Am I, are we allowed to use that term actually? I don't know if that's copyrighted.
What
I
is?
genuinely don't know. I don't know if
What
it's under
is?
Creative Commons now. Spell jamming, or like spell jammer. It's like magic spaceships.
I
And
don't
it's like
think
something
that's. I
from
don't think that's a
the-
thing. I mean, if you want to look it up to make sure, then go ahead. But I don't think
it's
that's a thing.
from Dungeons and Dragons, but
Uh,
it was from like second edition, which is like so long ago. It might be in Creative Commons now, but I don't know. Either way, it's basically just spell jammer. If this turns into an actual book, which it probably will, and if it's copyrighted, I might have to change that, or change the name of it. But it's effectively just that. But anyway, she used all of those to travel, and she basically was like a trailblazer for many other colonies to set foot, just in the endless void of darkness that is space. And well, she is known for many things, toppling horrible regimes and being chosen in many regards, but also in the fact that she's well, a murderer of her own kin, of her body partner. So it's kind of a dubious story, kind of like a cautionary tale, where it's both she did good things, but also you don't want to be like her, you know? It's like, well, yeah, she did explore for exploring's sake and for fun. Not like she can come back after that. Because murdering your body partner was called a disassociation in their society. Yeah, not very gamer.
Yeah, how high is the price for disassociation in Life Society?
It's less of a price because it's very hard to quantify, you know, because like disassociation happens, like 1 in 20 lives will go through it. Only like very few of those will actually commit to it, you know. And the way it works is that they're basically just passed out in like a coma like state for like 24 hours, where the two of them are just in the mind, just vibing, probably fighting, and eventually one will overpower the other and completely subsume them and be the only one remaining inside the body. But sometimes they might have the ability to talk it out and both will live, which is what happens most of the time. But sometimes, for example, with Emily here, uh, well, it happens. And due to that, it's very hard to, it's like, technically not illegal, but it's like, since their society is run off of friendship and, you know, how well people, like, how popular, like how well respected you are, I guess you would say. Let's just say you're not going to be the richest person after that. Which is a bit where the tour kind of come from, but we'll discuss them another day.
Another time, another day.
Anyway, moving on.
Like a month from now.
But moving on.
Yes. Their next one, sports.
I have this listed out somewhere. Okay, they have one major sport called the muscle squandering. So I guess I should. Well, at first I should mention the ladies are very split on what they like and enjoy for sports. You could say one half is like chess and, you know, like professional, like fighting, like swordsmanship, chess, maybe occasionally even chess boxing, you know, professional. The other half is just anything fucking goes. And muscle squandering is the absolute limit of that. 2 people, one goddamn like arena, and the only rules are that only one will come out. The other either dead or passed out, or knocked out, I should say. And it doesn't matter what happens in there. Magic, fucking daggers, swords, who gives a shit?
Mm.
But how long is it a good show, you know?
Are you not entertained?
Are you not entertained? But
Let's move on. Random question one shot, hard mode. And since
Oh boy.
Ben has begun for his dinner hour, I guess it's me.
Yep.
Oh,
Let's see.
Our mysterious individual has unmuted.
Yes, they have.
what's the question?
Yeah, if you want.
No. This is just a random question one shot. So if you wish, you can ask the whatever question about the species.
Whatever? Okay. What is the likelihood of one finding cat ears and becoming the world's first lice cat individual?
Wait, one finding cat ears and the other what?
And becoming the world's first lice cat individual. Cat boy, cat girl,
What?
cat whatever.
Of course, you would ask that.
The
Why am I
is-
even surprised?
So wait, just the likelihood of one being a furry, or
Oh, not the actual question. What's their diet? Like, what do they normally eat?
blood? they can satiate themselves on only blood, and they can eat and drink normal food and stuff. But the thing is, that doesn't satiate their need for blood. So while they can go their entire lives, or most of their life, without eating food or drinking, like just drinks, they cannot go their entire life without drinking or consuming the blood.
Interesting.
If for food, they tend to like more spicy ones.
I mean, omnivores, in a sense.
Honestly, I would say they're more so like they're like omnivores, but heavily leaning on carnivore.
Okay, so they can eat veggies, they just don't like it.
Yeah.
That's fair.
So, next one.
All right then. Famous, fictional, or important people.
Famous people. Well, we already, or I guess like fictional would be Imolith and Clark. Really fine. All right. So the current rulers are Tyndall von Errico. Oh, my dog her. Okay. Tyndall von Errico, the Basilica, and Servet von Errico, the Baroness. So yeah, that's one of them. Here, right. So yeah, I guess that's about it.
About it.
So next one.
All right. Next. Example characters.
Example characters. Well, the problem with this one is that I'm almost never a player, so I don't exactly have any aside from Imleth and Clark. I think actually I think that might be the only time I've actually played my own species.
And then here I am. I play my species every time.
Oh fuck. Yeah, I don't. Awkward. Aside from the one I've already been on, I suppose. Not really about it.
All right then. Let's move on. Average height and weight.
You already talked about that. It was on the thing.
Ideal classes and or stereotypes. There is no and or. I just said and or.
Well, so the Liice focus mainly on mythical memes, though they can go out and really anything because they are very versatile creatures and they do focus heavily on just whatever they want. But commonly, you could say, like, if the average for a human is like human fighter, for a Liice to be Liice sorcerer. Sorcerer in they're really like their average thing. Wizard is also a very second class one. Aside from that, maybe like a fighter. If I was to rank the three of them in order, like averages, it'd be like no. Actually, I would say like on average, like probably like sorcerer, wizard, rogue, or like something along the lines of like a martial multi-class, most likely, like a fighter, barbarian, rogue, monk, type stuff like that.
Marmo.
Hello, Ben's back.
Benny is back.
So, next up.
Next up, we have naming conventions for a thing.
Yes.
Exactly.
Thingies. So,
Yes. I'm not
for
going to
the
say that.
Liice, really, there's a more so kind of like a joke, but it's also still a naming convention, I guess you could say. The way it would work is that take a name and then keyboard smash and then combine it, like right now. So, Sean, give me a name, any name. No, like an actual name. You have
Jason.
Alright, so basically we go Jason. Let's do the middle. And then I was just boom. I got that. That is J-Subon. Maybe I could remove the I, move it there. Jasubin. There, that could be a Liice name. Jasubin. Ben, give me a name.
Neb.
Give me an actual name that is the name of your own species.
Neb.
Ben, actually give you a name.
I'll choose
That
for
could be a name.
him, Jerry.
That could be a name.
I'll say Jerry for him.
Alright.
Tom.
Alright, here, let's do Jerry and Tom. So, for Jerry, we'll do the beginning. And for Tom, we'll do the ending. There, now we have each one. Alright, so here we got also maybe and
Actually, that Tom one is actually somewhat close to a YouTuber name that I know
What
of.
did you say?
I'm not going to tell you that, but let's just say it's a close to the name of a YouTuber I watch. Well, used to watch because they don't upload anymore.
oof.
Well,
What?
it's not as if they don't upload, more like just they're really slow. Like 3 years slow.
What? OTM?
There. We have Oath Fairy and Tamom. Those are all Liice names. That's how
Tamom.
Emily was created. Hers was Emily. I got something along the lines of if. It's just Emma Lith. Boom. So yeah, Liice names, they exist. Because, you know, they can choose their own name. I probably should have mentioned that. So they can really just be anything.
Wait, they can choose their own. How does that work?
Well,
Like, I don't know if I was there when that happened.
Well,
remember,
you see, Ben.
they're not named until the age of 13.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, they're not named, and at that point, they have enough brain function to choose their own.
Yeah, like for them being 13 is like I guess it's being 13 for us. Whatever, you get the point.
Oh, I don't know why. I just thought you meant like at birth, like when it finishes, they have to like choose a name. I was going to be like, okay, you're gonna explain to me how that works.
No, they don't die. They're worms. They don't even have probably mouths. Whatever. Anyway, I'll continue.
They have to speak
Well,
sign language.
It looks like it's going to be for the final question one-shot rematch part 2.
All right. Since I did the last one, Benny Boy.
Well, no,
Actually,
no.
no, wait.
For
No, Bert
this
did.
one,
Bert,
it
yeah,
just goes
Bert did the last one.
for this one, it just goes everyone.
Cut that out. Cut that out.
I can't cut it out. Too late.
Damn it.
John, just because you say cutting out something doesn't mean that's gonna happen.
But anyway, so basically, just the both of you just go.
I don't know.
Crap. I messed up.
Honestly, don't have any questions.
So you don't want to know what like their favorite type
Okay.
of video game are?
Okay.
I mean, I'm trying to think of a funny question, but I just can't think of anything, so I guess
Well,
I don't have any.
Think of a serious one then.
Well, I can't even think of a serious one either.
So you don't want to know what type of video game
No,
they
what do they
like?
do for entertainment? There you go.
Okay, entertainment. Well, some of them go to sports. Some of them just go in adventuring or like hiking or something like that. But I gotta say they really like theater and like plays, musicals as well. They
Okay.
have lots of those types. If it's more of a modern, they also just like effectively just I guess their version of YouTube. So
God, I'll try. God, I'll try to think of a bit where I just like name the opposite. Like if you take the name of YouTube and put it backwards, that's what I was trying to do, but I can't even do that.
And Sean, your question?
Let me think about this.
Bum ba da ba da bum ba dum ba da 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 ba da 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 da.
What
This is not a
is
game show.
their favorite video game genre?
The one I gave as an example.
Look,
Oh,
man,
Maybe-
I messed up earlier. I can't get my mind off of that. I'll just take the example.
Fair. Honestly, I'd say usually around strategy and like RPG types. So stuff like Fire Emblem or Advanced
Or,
Wars.
of course, it would be Fire Emblem.
So stuff like that. Usually, I guess usually like JRPG types or like turn-based RPGs.
Of course, it would be something like Fire Emblem.
You've never even played it, man.
I
don't
know.
even
I'm just picking at you. What do you mean? I know what Fire Emblem is.
Yeah, have you played it?
No, because I don't even have a 3DS. I
Yeah,
mean, I
not-
do, but it's probably busted.
Ben, you're not only on the 3DS. There's like 14, or no, actually 16 games, right?
On what?
For in the franchise, there are 16 Fire Emblem games.
Yeah, but like well, on game console.
Yeah, I mean, there's one on the Switch. There are 3 on the 3DS. I know there's 2 on the DS. There's one. There's one on the Wii. There's one on the GameCube. Like we can keep going, man. There's a lot.
you wanna keep going, this little man? You wanna keep going?
Yeah. Oh, are you a true Fire Emblem fan? Okay, then name every Fire
Oh,
Emblem
yeah.
character. Fun
Name
fact:
every character.
there are over 1,000. I can probably
wow,
name
over
like
1,000.
yeah. I can probably name like 100.
Well, I guess apart from whatever we just discussed right now, I guess we don't have any more questions.
Yep.
Yeah,
Like-
we're done.
So
Okay,
Also,
shut off the
Yeah.
camera.
goodbye.
Also-
Subscribe,
Turn off
Like.
the mic. We're done. Turn off the mic.
subscribe,
Turn
and
off.
like, and subscribe.
Turn
Subscribe
off
and like.
now.
That's in order.
do you guys want to shill anything for the last 2 minutes?
I am currently chilling.
Fuck you.
I can't tell who's talking. Wait, who's that voice?
The mysterious
that-
individual.
The individual who remains mysterious.
Oh, gives out their full name.
Yeah.
The mysterious individual.
Sean, you're going to come on here and be like,
Shut up,
hello,
name.
yes.
That's me.
Turn it off.
Mysterious individual.
Anyway, well,
Anyway,
goodbye, everyone. Hopefully we'll have actual episode on time, on schedule. Will
We
we?
won't.
No.
No, we're not. No, we're not. Stop
we
lying
are
to
just
yourself.
not Yana.
Stop lying
But
to yourself.
if we do, somehow.
We won't.
Stop. Yeah, we won't. Just stop lying to yourself, man.
But if we do, like and
The camera.
subscribe. Like and subscribe, guys.
Hey,
Anyway.
the more subscribers we get, the more
If we
motivated
get
we get to
100
make
likes,
these.
we'll get J
I'm
Station on the
totally playing
podcast.
right now.
We'll get J Station on the podcast if you if you give us 100 likes.
We'll invite President Obama here.
We'll get J Station. You know, we'll pull an epic prank at 3 a.m.
Hey, mysterious individual. You know, only I had the power to do that, dumbass.
Can we like turn it off now? I don't think we have like anything else to do.
All right, guys. Let's actually do the outro.
Yep,
Like,
anyway,
subscribe. Goodbye.
Sayonara.